At this point, there's not really too much for me to update as far as what I know about the Tennessee church shooting and the heroic usher. At this point, we know that he was 22 years old. I cannot remember his name. I'm going to put his name was something Caleb. Something. I'm going to put it below. We know he was a 22-year-old man, and he had a concealed carry. But I saw a couple of articles where the concealed carry community is going to try to say that it's because he had a concealed carry that he was able to thwart the gunman. Yes and no. Not really. His encounter, to me, shows why, like I tell people, you need to have empty hand skills. You can't just rely on your gun. Because he did not have the gun with him when he confronted the gunman. The gunman was able to pistol whip him. He even fell on the ground with the gunman, and he ended up hurting his shoulder. The gunman actually got stopped because the gunman accidentally shot himself. So it was not the fact that the usher had a gun that stopped the gunman. The usher stopped the gunman with his empty hand abilities. It doesn't sound like he was trained in any sort of martial arts, but it does sound like he was a very big 22-year-old and a very brave and admirable 22-year-old. So, someone said the gunman was a bodybuilder. So, that is some physical training. Now, imagine if he had some martial arts training on top of that. Heck, he could have still gotten on, probably on steroids. I guess someone wants to troll. All right. Imagine if he had some martial arts training on top of that. But see, that's my point that I always make. You can't say, I'ma just shoot him, because you don't always have your gun on you. And it's the reason why I don't carry. Because where I spend most of my time outside of my house, I'm not allowed to carry a gun. I believe in Tennessee, according to what Tria Logic said on her channel, you can't carry a weapon in the church if the pastor doesn't allow you to. So I know in my state we can carry, but I haven't asked my pastor in my church. I wouldn't be surprised if they said, you can't bring a gun in here. Are you crazy? So then I might as well not have it. When I got it, I mean, the adversary was a bodybuilder. Oh, okay, yes. Yes, the gunman was a bodybuilder and possibly on steroids. Personally, if you want to know why I think the gunman shot it, the one person watching this live feed, thank you, but I only got one viewer watching this live feed. If you want to know what I honestly think, I think he was demonically possessed. I really do. I don't think race had anything to do with it. I don't think he was part of some type of terroristic plot. Now, I could be wrong, and I'm saying I don't know. I personally think he was possessed. Just like I think that Dylan Roof was also possessed. I believe that some people get possessed. Yes, haha, demonic. Yes, demonic. Yes, I think he was possessed. So you're going to believe in God, but you don't believe that people can get possessed by demons, but you believe in God. That's another. Let me stop. Let me stay focused on the martial arts aspect. But that's the thing. How you going to believe in God? You're not going to believe in the devil. You're not going to, anyway. And I'm a Christian, Catholic. Some people hate that. Even the Muslim talk about the jinn. Okay? I've had a Muslim mentor. He says, no, we talk about the jinn. Okay? So how you going to believe in this divine being? Not believe in his adversary. But anyway. You have to have your gun with you in order to be able to use the gun. And you need to be able to defend yourself without it. Now, a lot of people will probably say, I would have put stake in a bodybuilder because he's muscular and strong. What that young man did, what that usher did, he showed that having the bodybuilder muscles and everything is good, but that's not a guarantee that you can't be stopped. because he was able to stop that gunman, and the gunman shot himself in the leg. At this point, they're still saying the gunman accidentally shot himself in the leg. They're not saying that the usher wrestled the gun away from him and shot him. So notice that the usher still had to leave the building and come back and get the gun in order to be able to hold the guy there. But the guy had already been shot by himself, and he was already on the ground. So I don't want to take away from the concealed carry idea, because honestly, I wish I could carry. I really do. I wish I could carry, but I'm not allowed to. And, you know, I'm not going to let that ruin my day, because there are other ways we can protect ourselves. We got to be able to protect ourselves with a weapon and without a weapon. It's like I said, I can carry my... What do you mean, why not? Hasib 2 says, why not? Why am I not allowed to carry? Because where I work, they don't allow you to bring weapons in there. At my day job or at my part-time martial arts job, we're not allowed to bring weapons in the building. They don't even want me to bring real weapons at my part-time job to teach. Right, oh, of course, right. It's like, no, just use demonstration swords and knives and things. I don't want any real ones in here. I had to tell one of the assistant instructors, don't bring weapons. I have to use it. Now, don't get it twisted. I can still do some damage with a wooden sword. If you get the one that's it's got the heavy, I think it's oak. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's made out of oak. It's got some weight to it, but it's technically not considered a real weapon. But I mean, if you know how to use it, you could do some damage to it. What about pepper spray? I don't think we're allowed to bring that either, to be honest. Not at my day job. At my day job, it's nothing. The only weapon you have is the weapon that you have between your ears. That's it. We're not allowed to bring pepper spray or anything. I don't know about my part-time job. So, if I said my part-time job, though, believe it or not, I didn't believe it until I had just walked, like, at another community center. I had walked up there after something had happened. The police literally get there like that. Like, yeah, the guy came in here, the police were right there. I was like, are you serious? Like, yeah, they came in like a minute, just like that. So they don't need to. We don't really need to. But at home, yeah, I mean, I live here. That's what in the state of Maryland, if it's your house and you got your gun the right way, you can carry it in your house, of course. So, there's one more twist I'm going to do on this, and then I'm out. I hate to think like this. Why do you think he did it, though? I think he was possessed. I think he was possessed by the devil. I think he was possessed by a demon, and that's why he shot that church up. Just like I think Dylan Roof was possessed. I think they were possessed, and I think they hate Christianity. Seriously, yes. Yes, I seriously think they were possessed. I think they were possessed or demonically influenced. That's why they attacked a church. Why else would they attack a church? The stuff about it being race, that's just a surface reason. I believe that even if everybody was the same color, human beings would still be influenced to destroy each other. Yes, Highlanders and Lowlanders in Europe killed each other. The tribe by the river hated the tribe in the desert in Africa. People just want to kill each other until they find another enemy, then let's kill them. Thousands of years. Now, this is one thing. I don't believe in Buddhism, but they say a Buddha appears frequently, like the universe keeps giving you a break. And I know in the Bible, God sends like countless prophets, and people kill them or ignore them. Okay? Now, I'm not saying I believe Jesus was just a prophet, but he's supposed to be a son of God, right? If you believe that, I do. He's son of God. Like God said, I'm going to put part of me in flesh and come down here and talk to you myself, and they still killed them. Because that's how people are. Heck, people don't even want their own parents telling them what to do. I know because I'm a parent and I was a child. And I still got mad one time as an adult when my father tried to tell me something. People don't like to be told what to do. It's our nature. It's a destructive aspect of our nature that we don't need to get into. But like I was saying, see, this is one thing where I said in my previous video, I hope I would be that brave if someone came and was shooting up. Yes, Hasib too. If someone came into our church and started shooting, if it was a black person, and then I went and tried to tussle with the shooter, I will hope that, because I'm thinking I would do a little bit better, that I might not get shot, because if I fall, I probably won't hurt myself because I know how to land. But if they see me over top of the shooter, I will hope they wouldn't shoot me because they shooting the wrong black guy. Now, don't think that that couldn't possibly happen because I go to a black church now. The church I grew up it is now predominantly Asian. But when I grew up in that church, it was predominantly white. I'm Catholic. I've gone to black Catholic churches, and now I'm in a church that's pretty much a black Catholic. It's mostly black. It's not all black. It's mostly black, and then there are Native Americans, Asians, and white people. But, you know, if I go, instead of making a right out my neighborhood, I make a left and drive to the white Catholic church, and somebody comes in there and starts shooting up the place. If it's a black person, they say it's an African. Even though, I'm not picking on white cops, okay? I'm not picking on white cops because I live in a predominantly black area and I have still fit the description from black cops. Well, they said we want to run that ID, buddy. That's the only thing that gets me. So, you know, if it's not a Dylan Roof that comes through there, if it's somebody from the Sudan, they might think I'm from the Sudan. You should never try to tussle with the man with a gun unless you're 100% sure the adversary could be controlled and subdued in a second. Yes, I agree with that. But Hasib 2 said that? I agree with that, but like I like to say, we don't live in should. And sometimes we just make decisions based on, you know. I know if my son or my daughter, my wife was standing there and I saw somebody with a gun, I probably would just react because I want to protect my family. And coincidentally, there's some dudes in my church that are bigger than me. There's one dude, man, his arms is just like, I was taking up the stuff. Dude's arms was like huge. I was like, I need to talk to him and find out what he's doing for his workout regimen. I mean, his biceps was like a head. If you know who you are, brother, shout yourself out. Because I'd never seen him before. But it looks like he's a new member. Dude was like... So I feel sorry for anybody trying to come up in there. And there's another dude that's like 6'8". Genetics? Possibly. There's another dude that's like 6'8". So I'm by no means the largest usher. And there's another dude there that's like... He looks like he's a professional athlete. So anyway. That's all I have in terms of updating this story. I would like to find what the official motive is. Because I think that's going to be interesting. He used to go to that church, and then he attacks that church. That's weird. Why would you do that? So anyway, it's just, you know, those of us who are martial artists. Hasib 2 says me too. Yes, I agree. So those of us who are martial artists, man, you know, I'm guessing that's why God gives us the inclination and the proclivity to want to study these things, because as it says in the Bible, blessed be the Lord, my strength, who teaches my hands to war, my fingers to fight. You know, a lot of people say, oh man, that's just a spiritual metaphor. But I think it's literal too, because sometimes you literally have to fight evil. So let's send our prayers and well wishes out to the people in Tennessee. Also, let's send our prayers and well wishes out to the people that have been hit by these hurricanes that have come up in the Caribbean near Puerto Rico and Texas, and these earthquakes that are in Mexico. Peace.